Hello and welcome back to another weekly Anchor Update. I'm Brody.
And I'm Tim. Today's top stories: a look at the tragic shooting in Pawtucket. Civil rights leader Jesse Jackson has died. Police chase an elderly man on a scooter down Route 6. And an update on a court appeal over Johnson's Pond in Coventry. But first, we'll look at what's going on around campus with Reagan.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's happening around campus this week. The Mental Health Community Resource Fair is taking place Thursday from 11 to 2 on the Quad. The event, titled End the Stigma, invites students, faculty, and staff to explore mental health resources available both on and off campus. Organizers say it's a great opportunity to connect, ask questions, and learn more about support services within the RIC community. Then on Friday, head over to the Bistro Cafe in the Student Union for Community Paint Night from 3 to 6, hosted by the Accessibility Coalition. The event encourages students to paint, connect with one another, and advocate for accessibility awareness on campus. And wrapping up the weekend, the sophomore class is hosting pumpkin painting and movie night Saturday from 6 to 8 in the Student Union Ballroom. The evening will feature pumpkin decorating and a Halloween-themed movie for students looking for a fun and festive way to unwind. That's a look at your on-campus events, and for the first time ever here on Anchor TV, we are introducing weather. Jamie, take it away.
Good morning, Anchors. This is your weekly weather brought to you by the Anchor TV newscast. We are once again being reminded that we live in New England. This week, with several days of snow hitting us, temperatures will remain between 30 and 40 degrees. Today, we got 9% of showers hitting us, so bring an umbrella to campus. After, we have a break from precipitation on Thursday, with mostly cloudy skies. Friday and Saturday is when we get that lovely snow start to hit us. It will start around Friday evening, continuing the early hours of Saturday. If you're going to make plans this weekend, make them for Sunday, because we have guaranteed no snow and hopefully plowed roads. The same sort of conditions will follow into Monday. And finally, Tuesday, we get to the end of the week with clear skies according to the forecast. That is all for the weekly forecast, Anchors. Be sure to keep a snow scraper in your vehicle to prepare for this week, and maybe plan a trip to Yawgoo Valley to do some skiing and tubing.
Thanks. Now let's hear from our Anchor TV sports team.
Hello and welcome back to your weekly Anchor Sports Recap. I'm Dual Karuma and Jill Guilfield here. Let's look back at the top results this past week.
Women's gymnastics recorded their highest team score of the season Saturday afternoon in a win versus Springfield with a team score of 190.475. Senior Liz Shrewsbury took home a new career high on floor with a 9.825. Classmate Abby Bunch had a career high on bars and received the Bob Nanu Optimist Award at the end of the meet.
The track and field team faced off against more athletes from the Division I and Division II at the David Henry Valentine Invitational this past weekend. Senior Haley Oliver set a new school record in the 3,000 meter with a time of 90:50.23. Sophomore Joshua DeBanka of the men's side finished 5th in the triple jump with a new personal best of 13.34 meters.
Finally, women's hoops got through a bout with Eastern Connecticut last Wednesday with a final score of 64-56. The Anchor Women's 8th straight win was powered through sophomore guard Shaylin Smith's 20 points, alongside 4 rebounds and assists. Freshman forward Eva Monahan, with a double-double, registered 14 points and 11 boards. Junior guard Abby Wager added 15 in the win.
That's it for the Anchor TV Weekly Sports Recap. Go to anchorweb.org for the full weekly recap. On to Joe with what's coming up next.
Thanks, guys. Coming up in Rick Athletics, basketball has their final home regular season game Wednesday night against Western Connecticut. Women will start at 5:30 while the men begin at about 7:30. Women's gymnastics heads out to Long Island University for a meet in Brookville Friday night beginning at 6. Track and field will compete at the Little East Conference Championship hosted by Plymouth State University. First events begin at 10 in the morning. Finally, basketball closes out the LEC regular season as they head out to Keene State. Women looking to end the season on a very high note starting at 1, while the men jockey for a playoff spot starting playing at 3. For the Anchor TV sports team, Joe Dupuis, back to Brody and Breen.
Thanks. We begin today with heavy hearts as we mourn the tragic shooting at a high school hockey game in Pawtucket. Terror struck our community at the Lynch Arena in Pawtucket on Monday when one of the hockey players' father attacked and shot his own family in the audience. The shooter killed his ex-wife and son, Rhonda and Aiden Dorgan, as well as injuring 2 other family members and a family friend before taking his own life. Our hearts go out to the victims and all the members of the community affected by this awful tragedy. If you wish to support the victim's family, a link to their GoFundMe will be in the description of this video.
The Reverend Jesse Jackson, a longtime civil rights leader and political activist, has died at the age of 84. Jackson rose to national prominence as a close associate of Martin Luther King Jr. during the civil rights movement and continued advocating for racial equality and economic justice for decades after King's assassination. He later founded the Rainbow Push Coalition and ran for president twice in the 1980s, becoming one of the first black candidates to mount a serious campaign for the White House. Leaders across the country are remembering him as a powerful voice for justice and a defining figure in modern American civil rights history.
Rhode Island State Police escorted a person on a mobility scooter off Route 6 in Johnston earlier today. According to authorities, troopers responded after reports of someone riding the scooter in the breakdown lane of the busy highway. Police say the situation posed a serious safety risk to both the rider and drivers traveling at highway speeds. Troopers located the individual and safely escorted them off the roadway without any reported injuries. The Rhode Island State Police are reminding the public that mobility scooters and similar devices are not permitted on limited access highways like Route 6. No charges have been announced at this time.
An appeals court has sided with the Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management in an ongoing legal battle over water levels at Johnson's Pond in Coventry. The ruling supports the state in its dispute with Sosha Holdings, the company that controls the dam at the pond. The case centers on authority over maintaining water levels after the state ordered the pond lowered due to safety concerns about the structure. Sosha Holdings argued the move negatively impacted surrounding property owners and businesses, but the appeals court determined the state acted within its authority to address public safety risks. The decision marks another development in a long-running fight that has frustrated many Coventry residents.
Before we end, I want to give another reminder of Anchor TV's upcoming annual film festival on April 18th, with the deadline to submit a film on March 14th. That's all we have for you this week. Thanks for watching, and
We will see you next week.